Yeah.
So, from the beginning. The sun.
What do you need?
Do you ever work with copper?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard. Take care now.
Yeah.
God save you.
Do you work any copper here, Matt?
Right you are.
I'm looking into a few things here.
Looking into things?
I'm on the trail of a gang of counterfeit.
Well, that's a serious business, but...
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other black...
By Mickelson the Master Armourer, am I right? They're forever trying to smear my good name.
But they don't know I'm investigating anything.
Then they're making things up. Anything else? Farewell.
Jesus Christ. Your father says you don't work.
We don't.
I've heard differently around town.
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father?
You're right. It's nothing to me.
Right.
I mean, beside the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgrave.
What?
I'd let you read my bill of authority, but I doubt you're...
I'm so sorry. I didn't realise.
Stop prattling, for God's sake, and start telling me the truth.
You're right. We do make copper.
So why all the secrecy?
Father forbade me to talk about it.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him.
Your father has some serious...
I'm so sorry. If I'd known...
Never mind.
Thank you. See you later.
So back to that copper.
What?
Your son put it quite...
What's that?
Don't be angry with him.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying.
Why?
Pays me good money. And the people I do it for.
Did they threaten you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say...
And did they ever tell you who they were?
I know a little. I'd show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking...
If you don't cooperate...
There's no need for threats. If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain small...
You've got a cheek. Not only are you in with the counterfeiter gang, but you lied to me on top of it. You should be on your knees begging...
I didn't know what they were doing.
But now you do know, and you've still got the cheek to try to strike a deal with me.
You're right. I'm sorry, I overstepped the mark. One evening I got a visit from this scruffy beggar calling himself Rapota. He had a yellow cape on and kept whistling to himself. There was a knight with him too, but he didn't give his name. They told me what I had to do, how much I'd get for it.
And where can I find this rap?
I don't know exactly. But I've always left the wagon with the goods behind the monastery, on the hill there, next to a small...
Anything else?
No.
Well, that'll do me for...
Young man, about that matter I need help with.
I'm not interested.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you just...
Why not? People just do not appreciate...
Does the name Rapiter...
Repotter, you say?
Look, you little jester.
Hang on. What's all this about? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I'll make sure nobody robs it.
See? That didn't... Where's Rapiter?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people, they don't speak. Just...
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here.
What? The bastard owes me... Damn it. Now what? In any case, thanks for the... Ah.
I am honored that a knight said...
It was young... What? Zmona's the one responsible for all... Dead.
I'm looking for some quicksilver.
Talk to my assistant. He deals with...
Fine, thank you.
Take care now.
Good luck then.
Hey, what are you playing at here?
God grant you...
Do you have any quicks?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to.
It's not that I don't want to.
I see. You can't because you don't have any.
Suppose I was.
What if I told you I'm the emissary of the Royal Hetman Radzik?
Counterfeiters?
Somewhere around here is a counterfeiter's workshop.
Jesus. But...
For your sake, I hope that's true.
I swear, I wouldn't...
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself... They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and...
How did you hand it over?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel.
What did they threaten you?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before that.
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the...
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name.
Very well.
Good luck then.
Yeah.
Cabbage! Cabbage! Kind!
God save. I'll see you later.
Come and get it, fine people, and Paul Crackin' too. It's yours to take.
Look out.
God bless you. What troubles you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels lomer onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get the copper sheets from.
Really? So tell me.
It's the smith on the monastery craftsman's yard. He supplies the counterfeiters.
Do you know how he gets the goods to them?
No. All I know is that someone called Rapporteur collected the goods.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Rapporteur, once again.
The same scoundrel.
That's all.
God be with you. What the?
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop.
Yeah, but engraving what?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't...
I'm usually here with my apprentice Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him.
Jesus Christ.
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on it.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up. In any case, why the interest are you looking for?
Something like that.
May I ask what?
I have a message for...
A message? Who would be interested in that? About your question, you'll find him at home.
Ah. Does Florian have a...
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from...
A woman from the bar?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bath maid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Good luck then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God be with you.
I hear you're at odds with a prince.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of... And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving...
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to...
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is...
Where can I find this Florian?
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cell.
What did the bailiff make of?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine...
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she...
It sounds like you were close to...
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. Good luck, then.
Yeah.
I hope I can be of some...
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for...
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then? All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence.
Counterfeiting is a crime against the king. I don't have to prove anything to have you dragged straight to the executioner.
And what if you're wrong? What's then? Under torture, everyone confesses, whether they did it...
I already know for sure. You admitted it yourself a moment.
I won't tell you anything just the same.
Why not?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther.
That doesn't begin to justify what...
I don't care. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But...
So I'm to go searching for it?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little...
Very well.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty.
Where are they keeping?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last.
All right.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
See you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also true.
What's that?
In a pinch of... But even so, it was...
2 arms! Raise the alarm! Yeah! Over here!
Please.
Have no fear. I'm here to help you.
Thank you.
Psst. Follow me, but be quiet.
was that?
What? Get him!
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hey! Raise the alarm! Watch out! Got you like a rabbit.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find...
Florian told me where they took...
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves.
You're right.
Exactly. We should probably...
I'll go with you. I'd hate to lose you on the way.
Has something happened?
How are you?
I found that
I know! Back already. How can
by telling me all about the going...
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes. Rapita. And a night they called...
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me and I told...
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the...
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow.
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides...
I have my dad.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first, I took it for a bad joke. And then...
I suppose I better go.
Good luck.
See you later.
What are you doing there? The locals discouraged me from going, but I didn't believe it. So what happened? First night, I was thrown in.
Are you Rappator by any chance?
Pardon me? Do we know each other?
No, but I'm hoping to change that.
Well...
It'll only take a moment. I know that you spy on Florian. I know you were involved in the kidnapping. None. Now tell me what...
Of course, of course.
So?
Let's...
That's him!
Go!
So, are you...
I will. What do you want from me?
Tell me where the workshop is. Don't worry. Your master won't be punishing you for betraying him. You're both going to have too many other...
It's in the...
That doesn't narrow it down very...
On the eastern side of Skullet's Hill, there's an abandoned mine gallery. Well, it used to be abandoned. Now there's a small camp in...
Who is your lord?
Sir Jezek of Ronov. That's what he calls himself, although Ronov Castle's long gone.
What happened to it?
Ronov used to belong to Vincent, Count Lichtenberg. After his death, it fell to Margrave Jobst, and he had it pulled down.
Why? Everyone knows that when a lord dies without issue, the king can...
But Vincent had descendants. Ronov only fell to the Margrave because he declared, all because Vincent had refused to fight for him against Sir Jezek led a revolt of the vassals. But Jobst rounded them all up. Only Sir Jezek got away.
Who are you, anyway?
They call me Rapota. I used to be the executioner's henchman in Brno.
And how did you come to be serving Sir Jezek?
I helped him escape from prison. If I was going to serve anyone...
So you saw being a brigand's henchman as a step up in the world?
I thought if things changed and he stopped marauding, he might get run off.
Well, after this little escapade, you can forget about that. You'll be lucky if you don't end...
It's all the same anyway now.
So who's Sir Jezek working for? Don't tell me he just took it in...
That's not for me to know. Sir Jezek was on speaking...
Such as?
We were often guests at the monastery, but I slept in the hayloft, so I heard nothing.
And apart from that?
In the camp, you'd occasionally see a Hungarian nobleman. But
I think I've heard it.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
I don't want to hang. It's a horrible death. I prefer...
An honourable death? No chance.
Yeah!
I'm...
Can I sleep?
For how long?
Just... Here you are.
You'll like it. Take care.
I finally found out where the forger's workshop. Master Fayfar was right. The forgers are sticking close to the supply source. The entrance is on the eastern side of the hill. I've no idea what to expect there, but I'd rather go there with some...
I will be glad to give it.
What's going on there? Who's there?
All right.
Huh? What the hell was
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Leave me alone! Watch out! Get out! Nick?
No, kurwa!
Hey!
Come on then, bossen!
Shit, hell! Is that all you... You going to cry? Is that the best you can do?
Come.
Jesus Christ. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm here at the command of the royal hetman, Sir Radzig Kabila.
And who's he?
That's no concern of yours.
I'm sure we could come to some sort of agreement. I have plenty of coin.
We can come to an agreement that you'll keep your mouth shut. Please, don't take this personally.
Wait!
What? Do you want to do it? Be my guest. It gives me no pleasure.
You can't kill him. I have orders to take him to Ratai.
That is unfortunate. I have orders to kill everyone involved in this business.
You can't do that!
I have no choice, as you are aware.
Why do you want to kill him? He may have valuable information.
For that exact reason. My master does not wish this man to fall into the wrong hands, especially those of Radzig Kabila.
You can tell your lord the man is dead.
But he will. Or do you think you can log this man?
Why not?
Do not be naive, boy. Look around you. This land, if I let you have him, my own head will be on a spike before the month.
You don't have to go back to the...
How do you know about the...
Master Fayfire recognized the writing on your...
Just as I said, there is nothing safe from prying eyes in this...
Into Sir Radzig's service?
I serve Kabila. Out of the question. If he'll... But you are right, I do not have to return to the Rosenbergs.
Why not?
I am a knight without a crest, without allegiance. No one was meant to know whom I serve. If the...
Where will you go then?
Where the road takes me. Farewell, Henry.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Please.
You can talk all you like, but not here. Let's go. Master Fayfire is very keen to meet you.
Good work, Henry.
Thank you, Master Fayfire. It wasn't easy, I can tell you.
I'll take some men and have a good look around there.
And what should I do?
You should get some rest and go to Ratai. In the meantime, Sir Radzig will have this wretch questioned. Maybe he'll get something useful out of him.
All right. I'll see you in Ratai then.
Get lost, or you'll have me to reckon with.
What the...
There's the man. Good work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
I tell you to take a well-earned rest, but unfortunately I need one more thing from you.
Whatever you command.
Jezek refuses to talk to us. The stubborn bastard's asking to see you.
Me?
Indeed. Normally I'd send for Captain Bernard to beat it out of him, but then I told myself that if he's so keen to speak to you...
I'll try to get something out of him. Where is he?
He's locked up in the tower. Bernard will give you the key.
Very well, sir.
Can you teach? I want to.
You can't become...
Well, I'd like... I'm interested... Well,
I need the key to Jezek's cell.
So Sir Radzig let him have his way in the end. He should have let me beat some answers out of him.
Don't take it that way. He probably wants to talk to me because he reckons he can hoodwink me. But that's where he's wrong.
Just try not to mess it up. Here's that key.
Thanks.
Bread, rolls, buns, and pretzels for you.
Garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions. All the way to the ground.
Well, finally, I've had quite a wait.
Why do you want to talk to me, of all people?
You brought me here. You should consider it an honor.
It's true to say I have a lot of questions.
Well, there you are, then. It did cross my mind, though, that it might be nice to get some assurances for my cooperation. After all, I'm the one the Margrave unjustly declared the scourge of the land, and they even pulled my beautiful castle down. It was the necessity of making a living that forced me to take some liberties.
I suppose there's some truth in that. I may speak with Sir Radzig and he might pardon you.
Very well, ask me anything you want.
what I want to know most of all is who's behind it.
Do you think I couldn't have handled it all myself?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's just not a job one man could do alone.
All right, the way it began was I was short of coin, as usual. So I let those crimps...
Recruit you into what?
I didn't inquire too much. In this business, you don't ask too many questions. But when they found out I was a foreigner by the name of Eric, gave me instructions. But for sure, and there's someone highly placed at the monastery who's mixed up in...
How did you come to hear of all this business?
I met some old friends in Colleen a few months ago, and they said they were heading for Sasau, that armed men...
Old friends?
Just a couple of brigands. We used to ambush the Margrave's messenger.
Nice friends you keep.
I was in dispute with the Margrave. A man in my position...
And then what?
Rapota and I had been living off stale crusts for a month, so I wasn't going to turn down the chance of work, honest or otherwise. We rode to Sasau and met with the recruiters. It didn't take long to realize I was a nobleman fallen on hard times, not some common peasant.
Can you get to the point?
Well, they introduced me to this Eric, and he told me what was needed. They set up the workshop, got the men...
This Eric? You reckon he's not...
He puts on airs, but he's just a naive young pup. And he's always going on about his lord, though he never...
Where can I find this Eric? You must have had some meeting.
He used to come to the workshop unannounced, and after what's happened,
This highly placed person at the monastery, what can you...
I've no idea who he is, only that he's no small fry. After all, he handles the exchange of the forge.
I see.
No, he was supposed to supply me with materials too, but he backed out. Eric said he probably got cold feet.
Crimps? You're telling me this Eric is recruiting...
Well, it seems so. I was giving the recruiters some of the coins to do it.
Where can I find the recruiting gang?
That's tricky. It was my friends who led me to them. We met with them in the woods next to Sasau. It's about who you know.
You said you gave them money. Where was...
They'd ride to the mine gallery to see me. I don't suppose you'd find them there.
That'll do me for the...
Will you put in a word for me with Sir Radzig? I'll swear allegiance to...
I can try, but I can't promise you...
Vegetables! Fresh vegetables! Look, smell! Aren't they lovely?
So what have you learned?
All sorts of things. There's some foreigner called Eric behind the counterfeiting ring. And some...
The monastery?
That's what Jezek claimed.
So it's worse than I thought. If this is true, we'll have...
Why? Can't we just go to the...
No. If the church is truly involved...
So what will you do?
I'll have to think about it. It won't be an easy nut to crack. I'll have to consult with Hanush.
I don't know, but he's recruiting armed men in Sasau and forming an army.
Damn! So it looks like Pribyslavitz wasn't the end of it.
It most certainly wasn't, sir. And what's more, Sir Jezek is convinced this Eric is only a go-between.
You should return to Sasau and take a closer look at those recruiters. If they're going to attack, we must find out soon.
It might not be as straightforward as that. Sir Jezek didn't know them and...
You'll have to manage somehow, my lad. Don't tell me there's an armed force amassing here and nobody knows anything.
I think I know where I could ask. I helped at the infirmary in Sasau, and there was a wounded man there by the name of Thomas, a suspicious type to say the least. He might know something.
Good. I'd rather see you seeking out better company, but that can't be helped. Whatever you do, be careful, Henry. And best not mention my name. It would attract unwelcome attention. What we want is for the crimps to take you for just another village lad they can lure into their gang.
All right, sir. I'll try to blend in as best I can.
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I know of no one else who could help as much as you.
So
sir, there's one more. Sir Jezek went...
My boy, my boy. You make promises in my name, but if it can prevent bloodshed, why the hell not? But I can't say yet what will become of him. You'd better...
As you command.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Aye, much better. I'm truly grateful. A bit longer.
Truth be told, I didn't come just for your health.
What do you need?
Well, I've heard tell there's work for fearless men who enjoy a bit of silver.
Ah, I believe I can help you with that. They used to frequent the tavern, but...
The church?
Aye, that's right. The church is locked at night, but if you see a light, the door will be open. Go in there and wait.
That's it? I don't need to speak to anyone?
Just doing what I told you is enough. They'll give you a good look over and see if you've got the metal. Don't you worry about that.
All right, thank you.
You took care of me, why wouldn't I help you?
Good luck then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in
Amen.
heaven. What?
So, you've been looking for us, eh? What is it you want?
I hear you're hiring men who don't mind getting their hands dirty.
Is that so? And where did you hear that?
Taverns and the like? People talk?
Well, that's a pretty tale. But no one in any tavern told you to come here and wait, did they? So let's have it. Who told you?
I don't recall his name, but he was one of your friends. He said that he couldn't take me straight to you, that I had to go through the church.
He was right about that. But he still said more than he should have.
I know my way around. You won't go wrong with me.
Spare me the boasting. I've got a test ready for you. Let's see how you handle it before you tell us how wonderful you are.
What test?
Nothing complicated. We used to take anyone who looked like they could keep their head on straight. But not now. Now you can only join if you do what we tell you.
Which is what? Steal something?
Nah, not theft. If you want to join us, you have to kill Pius.
I'll have to find him first.
You don't need to find him. We know where he is.
Then why haven't you killed him yourselves?
It's quite a test. He's hiding in a monastery.
With the stable boys? It's not hard to get into the grounds.
No, not there. Well, he would have been dead long since. He's in the, cloister, or whatever it is.
But only monks can get in there.
Just monks and Pius. He's an educated bastard. Seems he used to be a priest.
Who's Pius, and why should I kill him?
That's none of your business. But I'll tell you anyway, because it's an instructive tale. Pius was one of us, but he...
How? Did he steal?
Yeah, that was part of it. Stole some money, ran away. A few boys died over it. Showed a distinct...
And how am I supposed to get into the cloister?
You'll think of something. Maybe there's a secret passage. I've heard there's some cave underneath. The cave of St. Procopius. There might be a way into it from outside.
And do you have any other ideas besides secret
Well, there is this one fellow been hanging around the taverns. Supposed to join the monastery soon. Might be he could help you. And if he doesn't help, knock him on his ass and take anything he's got that you could use to pass yourself off as him.
How will I recognize Pius?
He won't have been there long. He should be the only new one there.
But what if there are others? What does he look like?
Normal. He always went about well dressed and had a fine looking dagger.
Yes, except he'll be given a robe and they'll take his knife.
Then you'll have to try and figure out which one of the novices it is and get him to betray himself. Try getting him drunk.
Get him drunk? In a...
We're better. There's more wine there than in the royal cellars. And I doubt...
Fine. So I've got to kill Pius. He's in the cloister, and to get into the cloister, I'll need to enlist the...
More or less.
And the main thing is to kill him, isn't it?
Of course. But that's not all. All hell's gonna break loose in the monastery after the murder. So, either make sure nobody finds him, or hightail it out of there quick as soon as the job's done. But better if they...
What else? Should I come back?
No. Before you run for it, take his special dice and bring it as proof that you killed him. And if you can get him to tell you where he hid the coin,
Bring his dice and the money if I find it. And where should I...
From the monastery, head east across the river. There'll be a swamp where you'll find a fire pit. Go there at night and light a fire. Make it nice and big and we'll show up. Take the dice and the money, and then tell you where to report. Got it?
Right, I'm to slip into the best guarded place in the entire region and kill someone.
Yeah, that's...
Well, you can at least say a few Hail Marys for me. I'm gonna need all the help.
And remember, see you later.
Greetings.
Sir, this investigation into the noise...
What have you found?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz.
That's excellent news.
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former...
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh.
That's not the worst of it. This pious is hiding out in the monastery
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something
What should I do with Pius?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rate. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius, and then get...
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your ability.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order. Damned if I know how.
A bit of meditation and learning would do you... If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help. Sad goodbye. Hey!
Yeah. A tankard of ale for me. God save you, good night. What can I do?
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No.
I hope I can be of someone.
You wouldn't be Carl by...
No.
God be with you. Greetings.
You wouldn't be Carl...
No.
I'm on... You wouldn't be... No.
See you later.
Good God.
Well, Master Painter.
Yes, unfortunately. And my offer still stands.
I'm sorry, but...
See you later.
Here we are.
God save you.
You wouldn't be Carl by any chance?
No. Good luck.
Cheers to a good harvest.
Pour us a pitcher and be quick about it. Keep watching. She'll be here in a moment.
I'm at your service, sir.
Are you Carl by...
I am?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes. Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom.
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
Enjoy it. There.
Let's have a drink.
A man after my... No, he would... My dear, dear lad. What a cross I have to bear.
It's a good neighbor.
You know, after the tavern, we should pay...
God be with you.
Any chance of a bite to eat?
Huh.
God save.
Here, just as you ordered.
You're Manfred?
Indeed I am.
Bring me something to eat.
I've been looking for you two for quite some time.
Has my lord changed his mind at the last minute? You look trustworthy enough.
See you later.
later.
Manfred's taken care of.
Thank God. He won't.
Why are you being sent?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got...
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the...
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bukovo was less than pleased. He knows either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put...
Why does your guardian never leave you?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step.
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money? And even my saddle, and...
One ale over here, please.
Why don't you just...
Bare arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work. I have...
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by some.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins.
What if I entered the...
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who... You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know...
So you give me your writ?
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
My pleasure.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Bare arsed? What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work. I have...
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by.
If I...
That's all then.
Good luck then.
I'd like to speak.
What's on your mind?
Thanks.
I'll see you later.
What's going on there?
What's the matter, lad?
Satisfied?
What are you up to? Thief!
All the best.
Help! Arrest that thief! Thief! Guard! Come here quick! There's a thief over there! Help! Arrest that thief! Thief!
To me.
Guard! Come here quick! There's a thief over there! Thief! Somebody help! Who's there?
Hey, who's there?
My pleasure.
The service was a bit slow here today.
What the? He's stealing! Watch out! A thief! Thief!
Greetings.
Have you got
For how?
just the one? Here you are.
Good luck then.
Here.
God save you.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your...
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people...
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him. You're a different case, though.
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of St. Benedict and...
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place, but inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange... Farewell.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life...
Let's go then.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular... Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go. Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs. This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren, and above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself.
If you break any of its precepts, expect a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how. And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We will be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here. I'd like to ask you something about them. Who's in charge of things?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else.
I see. Are there any rifts?
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
Tell me something about
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
What are the roles of the...
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule. They can be quite strict, so if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously.
Tell me something about life.
Work, prayer, as if you didn't know.
Who's in charge of...
Truthfully, everyone except...
I see.
these novices. I'd call those idlers by the year.
Salve Domine.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not...
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
I'd like to know something about the other
I don't know.
Tell me about Antonio.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never...
You really don't know anything about anyone?
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Peter has a strong constitution. He'll still be on this earth for many
Come on.
years to come.
Is there really nothing at all you can tell?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and pray. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our...
I'd like to ask you something. Who's in charge?
Truthfully, everyone except us. But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough...
I see. Well, that's all. Thank you for your time, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm the circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work.
And when it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
I'd like to ask you something. I'm interested in the monastery's history.
It was founded by Saint Procopius 500 years ago. After his death, heretics occupied the place for some time, but then the order was restored and brothers of the truth faith returned.
Heretics, you say?
They wanted to worship God with some foreign rituals, in a language foreign to God.
My name's Gregor.
You can call me Siskin. Are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment?
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough.
Will you tell me something?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you...
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed... I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out complete.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
That's all I wanted to...
Please, keep it to yourself. What do you desire?
Will you tell me?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer...
Are you hiding?
But you didn't have to come here.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about... What can you tell me about...
It's a tricky situation with Lucas. No one really knows anything about him. I've tried so many times to talk to him, but he always...
Tell me about Antonio.
Well, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with, of course, the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm...
That's all. Greetings, brother.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
I'm interested in the other... What can you tell me
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If he was up to...
I'm interested...
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me...
Do you have any grounds for suspect...
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circators who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
What would you like?
I'd be interested to hear what... I'm interested in Luke.
No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible.
That's all.
There's no hurry. It's a wonder the prior doesn't check everyone's breath in the morning. Then he'd soon get his man.
Peter's health is deteriorating.
Peter has a strong
What do you desire, brother?
God.
Good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of silence, for well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard, proud, and disobedient characters he should curb at the very beginning of their ill by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, "Fool is not corrected with words," and again, "Rod, and you will deliver his soul from death." The rule to my mouth. I was mute and was humbled and kept silence even from good. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence sought to lead at the time
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chest. Concoct 2 buck's blood potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
But as for coarse jests and idle words or words that move to laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices. What do you desire?
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks live a humble, but in reality I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony.
Brother, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere?
I definitely was there. I did come a little late, so perhaps no one noticed.
Really? Fine then. This time I...
Ah, Gregor.
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that...
my boy, what have you done?
Here, the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence sought to lead us in time with speech, so much the more ought the punishment for sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since the spirit of silence, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to teaching belong to the master. The disciples depart to be silent.
Will you tell me something?
There's nothing...
I mean, where you're from? What sort of...
I'm a novice.
Peace be with you, brother.
Come on.
What has...
Listen, brother.
Oh, yes? And what sort of thing are you...
I'd like to know something. Tell me about...
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell.
You really
don't get...
Will you tell me? You see, I'm looking for...
You're looking for someone?
I am a novice.
Why would you be looking amongst monks? You know the law...
I'm looking for a footpad who...
I heard something about...
Because you could help me.
Yeah. That can't be.
Talk to him. Do you have any idea which of...
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you...
There's something I should tell you.
You're looking for someone?
I am a novice.
Why would...
I'm looking for...
That can't be. Have you told the prior?
I don't know yet.
It won't be easy to drag this criminal away from the protection of the cloister.
Do you have any idea which...
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you'd never told...
What troubles...
There's something I should tell you. I'm here to find someone, and,
What's he doing here? And who are you?
They call him Pius because they sent me here.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place is...
Well, that's just it. No, but I hope I'll track him down soon. If you find...
I swear I don't know anything.
I won't tell you.
You're talking about killing in the monastery.
Would you do that?
You're right. I'll keep it to myself. I've got problems enough of my own without involving myself in yours.
Thank you, Siskin.
I've read one of the manuscripts copied by one of the novices.
What do you desire?
Listen, there's something I ought to tell you.
Ha! I knew it! He's a villain. It's better not to ask.
Never mind that.
That's Siskin. I always thought he was an odd one, the way he carries on. But now it makes
What are you talking about? You clear...
I'm telling you, keep your eye on him. He's no monk. What are you going to do to that?
I don't know yet.
You should talk to the Circators or the Prior about it. Not act